Hi, welcome in. This is Carol with CarolJo's. I am the owner and creator of all the items that you find out on CarolJo's.com. Not find out, that you can go see. How about that? As I say, welcome in YouTube and TikTok. We have both of you live on 2 different social medias. So once you come in, you guys go ahead and say hi. We've got hopefully a fun night in. We are going to have a chat night. So I go live 6 days a week. I have 7 different lives that I do. I do 2 chat nights or chat days if one of them happens on a Saturday. I do, hi Chris. I will do 2 tutorials. I have 1 bead sale and 1 jewelry sale. And then Fridays I do 2, and Friday nights I either do jewelry sale at night. I do 1 in the afternoon for jewelry. So, hi Elizabeth. Let me get rid of my reminder to take my vitamins. All right, so tonight is chat night. You guys can ask me any questions you guys want. We as a group will talk it through and see how we would answer it. It can be jewelry making related, running a small business related, whatever kind of questions you guys have. So that's what we're going to be doing tonight, is just having a chat night. And I am actually getting ready for Friday nights live. Friday nights live is going to be a bead sale where we're doing polymer clays. And then what I am doing right now is getting the earring portion of them ready. So these are what we can put polymer heshy beads on, the polymer clay heshy beads. And you can make earrings with these. Or you can make a pendant too. I'm just going to be selling them as a set in case you want to do earrings. So that is what I am going to be working on as we talk. So go ahead, everybody. Ask away any of your questions. Hi, Tara. My week is going great. How about yours? Actually, it's been a busy week. So thank you, Scotty, for the follow. Oh, I forgot to tell everybody over, and I still got to figure something out on YouTube. I forgot to tell everybody over here on TikTok. If you get 10 shares and 10,000 likes, I will be doing a jewelry or bead soup giveaway. So come on in, share out the live, see if we can get lots more people in to talk with us. Oh, thank you for sharing that, Tara. I appreciate it. Thank you, Ruth, for the follow. So yeah, so we are, I always do a giveaway for every 10,000 likes, but I started off with 10 shares. Hi, Heidi, how are you tonight? Thank you, Amanda, for the follow. Oh, thank you, Bella Lucy Designs, for the follow. Okay, I just have to show you guys. So this is one of the wires. Here, let me see if I get, there you go. Without the tops on it. And I'm getting a lot of these. Right here, I see 2 right now. And I'm trying to figure out what in the world can I do to make with those. I'm like at a loss. Oh no. You think 10,000 of my followers are you talking about, Alma, here on TikTok? I have a goal to get to 10,000. That is one of my goals. I don't have a date for it. I just want to do it sometime this year. And the way things are going, I think I'm going to probably hit it here shortly. So thank you for saying that, because that is a big goal of mine, is to get to 10,000. Okay, hold on. I'll show you here. This is the side view. So this is like the top of it when it has, here, I'm going to show you. So you see how it has this little thing here? It's missing that. So I'll show you guys over here too. And that's what like brings it together. And so I'm trying to figure out, I'm missing the top part. What can I do without the top part with that wire? Because I hate throwing things away. I want to try to figure something out. Hold it. I was going to put 5 of these in a packet. Hello, Miss Jade. Okay, Alma, are you still in here? Because I got to tell you something from the other night. Let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, thank you. I was going to say, you know your 3-tier bracelet that you had done when you first started here on TikTok? I was teaching it the other day, and I'm like, someone makes it. It's not my idea, but I couldn't think of who it was until you posted your video on the 1-year anniversary. So now I can give you your kudos because you're here. But thank you for the idea. I have been teaching it to others. Ooh, that's a good idea. All right. I had some pretty fun trolls the other night here on TikTok. I ended up having to have people come in as mods, which I've never ever had to have happen before. But it was an interesting night. That was an interest, and it wasn't even a night. I think it was Saturday. It was, or was it Friday afternoon? I can't remember. It was an interesting time. It wasn't even evening. Thanks, Joya, for sharing the live. We have 3 shares. I just need 7 more for our share goal. And then we need 8,000 likes. Oh, no way. Okay. I love that. Thank you. 4, 6, 8. One more. All right, Jade. I hope you liked them. And do not drop the the crackle beats that are in there. We'll probably give you grief on that for to the end of time. Ooh, yeah. There you go. I like that idea, Elizabeth. Because, you know, I did get some tassels in too. I mean, I can make tassels, but then I could do that too. I got ideas now. Thank you. We will all have, I think, a trauma over that one. But I love how I haven't gone out and commented back yet today. Okay. Oh, you're welcome. I'm just so glad that you guys helped me get there that I wanted to say thank you to everybody. So that was what I did. And I'm hoping I got everybody that I had on that live. We are doing a chat night tonight, Miss Joya. And so I am working on getting stuff ready for Friday night's bead sale. 2, 4, 6, 8. Do I have only 9 here? 4, 6, 8. Nope, there's 10. Yep. The next sale night will be Friday night, just to let you know. So tomorrow night, we are going to have a tutorial. We are going to make the Heshi bead bracelets that have a focal in them. Kind of like what you've been working on, Joya. Hi, Raylan. How are you? Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Elizabeth. Okay, now are you going to do pictures of it, Miss Jade, so we can see what you're working on? I was going to say, everybody, I see that there's people on over here on YouTube, but you guys are being quiet. You guys can add comments. It's a chat night, so add your comments. And we'll keep both sides, both TikTok and YouTube. So why I'm on YouTube is the lives allow me to save them really easily. And so we are saving all of my chats and all the tutorials that we do out here so that we can see them and repeat. It's really, really been a nice thing to have, I think. Thank you for the heart me, Julie. And Joya over here on TikTok says, hi, YouTubers. Okay, I'm going to put up my comments because now I can finally, it took forever. Hold on. There we go. It took forever for my TikTok to come up so I could get it on my backup account. Okay, you can come in. That's totally fine. I totally get it, Joya. Yeah, we are going to do different beads bracelets tomorrow night. So get them, if you guys want to get them out, if you've got them before. And just to let you know, oh, thank you, Elizabeth, for the roses. I'm going to use polymer clay as part of the bracelet. And then I am going to, no, I'm not doing gemstone heshies. It's the polymer clay. And then I'm going to use glass and gemstones and metals in there. Thank you, Blue Angel 64. So something like, this is just one of them. So that's what, uh-oh. So that is what we're going to be doing tomorrow night. Oh, good. I'm glad you liked them. I think they are cute. I have them for Buttercup. And all the colors, I gave her a pair and she wears them. And is Sour Rose on? Yes, that one is a 6mm. I do not have that one that'll be available, that color, on Friday night. I could not get it for that sale. I have other colors. Oh no, that stinks. I have lots and lots of colors available that I have. In the 6mm, I think it is. Don't quote me. It might be 5. I have 3, 4, 5, and 6mm Heshi beads. And then I have some of them will be, one of the 5mm even has glitter on the Heshi bead. It's a multicolor with some gold glitter. There is a lot that are multicolor on the same slice, and then there are some that are different color slices throughout. So there's lots of different things, different than what I had before. So Jade, someone said a no-no. Oh, you said a no-no? So those of you that are over here on YouTube, we have a in TikTok world, if you say something that they don't like, they say that they blocked it for to protect the live. And so Miss Jade always says, someone said a no-no, and she came on and said, I said a no-no. It was her. Oh boy. So yeah. So that's what Friday nights will be about, is all different colors. And then I do have in there, I will also have different shapes. Like I have this shape here. I have some round ones. I have a few of the trapezoid. There aren't going to be very many trapezoids because I got every one of them I could get. I only got 10 pairs. So we have that. I actually have them in gold too. So we have different shapes in gold. So we have a triangle in gold plated. We've got those. So we have lots of different shapes These are the only two shapes that I have up here. I'm working on them downstairs in the living room too, while watching TV with Ryan. And so I have a whole bunch of them down there. I probably will have like 6 or 7 different shapes, I think it is, available. I will also have the earring wires that you can use to dangle them down from available on Friday night too. So that's what we got coming for Friday. What else do you guys have to talk about? What are your questions? So in the earring ones, I will have a tutorial, 3, 4, 5, for the earrings next week. I know it's after the sale, but we'll have a tutorial for the earrings after the sale. We'll do the bracelets tomorrow night, and then the earrings, one of my 2 next week. Well, thank you. Is it Julianne? I do my sales over on TikTok only for the beads. The jewelry you can purchase on my website, which is CarolJo's.com, and I do have some DIY kits out on my website. But the actual like beads that I'm talking about for Friday night, I do those live on TikTok. The reason why I don't do them on my website is it is really, really hard to take pictures of beads, and I stink at it. So Margot is asking, or Mango is asking, how do you start a small business? Thank you, Julianne. How I started my small business is I did in-person shows. And you have to decide what kind of business you want. You know, are you going to do, are you going to sell jewelry or a craft or something like that? You can do them in person, how you want to sell them. But the one thing that you want to do is check with your, your city or your state and find out what kind of regulations there are. Like for me, I live out in the country, so I don't have a city thing. I was going to say on the state, I called like the Department of Revenue and the Secretary of State, I believe was the department I called, and they helped me out. Yep. And so literally they helped me out by getting my taxes, not my tax ID number, but my state sales tax. The Heshi beads will, I'm going to answer this question really quick. I will have probably about 10 items that are for the earring portion at most. And then after that is when the Heshi beads will start, Joya. So probably 5-10 minutes in at most. And we hit our goal over here. And really having them do, thank you. It's just throwing up today, easy style. I'm trying to grow it out and find easy peasy styles for my hair. Okay, on TikTok, because I haven't figured out yet how to do it here. Okay, and Mango, come back if you have more questions, okay? I'm going to do a number. So okay, go ahead over on TikTok and do a number between 1 and 54. And we'll get out. And I'm still trying to figure out how we can do this over here with what we can do on our YouTube. I've yet to figure out what we can do. All right, we have 2 people. So let's see, because we haven't had a winner tonight, so this will be the first one. Miss Chris. Let me see. There we go. You are the winner. Trying to exit. There we go. Then it'll pop up over here. 41 was the number. Congratulations, Chris. You have your choice on the bracelet here. And it is a really pale pink. I'm going to show you over here on YouTube. Or bead soup. Well, Miss Jade, you can do it. They don't have on how I do them over on ours. On TikTok is I give a goal, and once we hit the goal, then we do a giveaway. And I don't know, it doesn't tell me the number of like taps or likes over here. So I'm trying to figure out what to do. Not trying to exclude you guys. Okay. Okay, I'll tell you guys here in just a second. Bracelet. All right. Got that for you, Chris. Let me write your name down so I don't go, oh, Lord, who did I give that to? How did I start my business? I actually started making jewelry for over a year. And I'd made for like all my family members, friends, did lots of gifts. And I was at a point where I was like, where can I go? And my sister's like, why don't you make a business of it? And from there, I ended up contacting the Department of Revenue to get my state sales tax license for the state. I'm in South Dakota. And then I signed up for a show. So as long as, yes, we could do that. Joy is over here asking if we wanted to, if they won and wanted to gift it to someone on YouTube, can you? And yes, we can, as long as the person on YouTube fills out my form so I can mail it to them. And so I started my business really small. It was a true small business. And then I did lots of in-person shows and grew it that way. Hi, Steph. And then from there, the pandemic hit and we couldn't do in-person shows anymore. And once the pandemic opened up a lot, I did another in-person show, and I just wasn't having as much fun with it as I used to. And so then I came on here and started doing it on here. So it was not, I've been doing jewelry since 2005, running my business since 2006, and I didn't go on social media like this until 2021. So yeah. It took a while for me to get on social media as much as I am. Okay, I could do that too. I like that, Jade. Thank you. They just don't have a way to do a, yep, I've been doing it since 2005. That's how long I've been making jewelry. I have had the business since 2006. I made jewelry for a year before I made it a business. And then it just grows. You think of like different ways to make jewelry. Because I'm not stuck on doing jewelry just one way. I try to mix it up and do different things. And we teach how to make jewelry twice a week here, both on YouTube and TikTok. Yeah. And I'm wondering if once we hit the goal here on TikTok, that we just have them on YouTube guess the same number or something like that, and they just wouldn't know what it is until we get someone over here. Ooh, I like that they can do colors too. I like that. Okay, thank you. I'm glad. Hey, there we go. We gotta put him up in there. Is it Jolianne? Is that how you pronounce it? Yep. Yep. And right now on YouTube, I don't have as many on at the same time, so I think I can do both at the same time. But I've even noticed in the last week that it fluctuates just like it does on TikTok, but I'm getting more and more people coming over on YouTube. There we go. All right. I was gonna say, they're asking if you guys want to join them on TikTok. If you have a TikTok account, you can always come over. It's the same name on YouTube as it is on TikTok. It's CarolJo's LLC. And it's the same, it has my CJS logo. And I have a question to ask over here on TikTok. I know I always say CJS logo at the top, CJS logo at the bottom, but there's certain, like a group of people that call me CJ. And I was like, the first few times I heard it, I'm like, why are they saying CJ? And then I'm like, I think it's because of my logo, which just means branding works if that's the way it is. That's okay. I just thought it was really funny that it was like, oh, so my branding does work. There's 10. Yep, and it's okay. I just thought it was, I thought when I heard it the first few times, I was like, huh, I don't get it. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh it's my logo. I really, truly, it was like, it just brought to my attention how we talk about branding and branding yourself and your business and that type of thing. And that's when I was like, it's working. It literally was like, it's working. I know that sounds silly to say, but it was exciting to see. Aha! 10, 15, 23. So like, I totally get that, Miss Joya, but it was just like, and if you, I have said before, my first and middle name, that's my business name. So the only time I was ever called, and it's so funny because as a parent, you know what I'm talking about, and as a kid, you don't know what I'm talking about. When you get in trouble, you will tell your kid, or you'll call, or when you're, you know, like if you're a kid and you got in trouble, your mom would say your first, middle, and last name, or your first and middle name. Mine was always, when I was in trouble, it was CarolJo. CarolJo. Never my last name. Never my maiden name. Never used. My sister, yes. She got first, middle, and last. And so I thought it was funny that I ended up naming my business as my I'm in trouble name. So you guys can laugh at that one. Oh, yeah. Hi, Sonia. So yeah, I never got my last name. My sister did. So I gotta mark this item off of my master list here. And there it is. See, in Buttercup actually has 2 middle names. So, so she does have my middle name, Joe, as one of her 2 middle names. And the other day, I did ask her how she spelt her second middle name because it is a tougher name. And she looked at me, she goes, Oma, it's too long. Oh, wow. So yeah, and she will tell people, she'll be like, this is my first name, I have 2 middle names, and then she doesn't ever tell them what the 2 middle names are. So she cracks me up. Oh, that's for that. I can get rid of that. We are just talking tonight. We were talking about our bead sale that we're going to have on Friday night, and now we're talking names. Because the name, how I got my name of my business was actually what my parents would call me if I was in trouble. Oh, wow. I would have never thought, because I thought the first person that I've ever seen in our family have 2 middle names is my granddaughter. So you guys all have you guys have 2 middle names. See, and I grew up in a family where not everybody has a middle name. Just like what Denise is talking about there. Oh. Wow. And with Buttercup's middle name, it wasn't spelt how her dad thought it should be spelt. So there's like a controversy over how her middle name is actually spelled. Ah. So yeah, so literally, so okay, I've wondered about the Kayla this entire time, Jade. So like, and it came from my my great-grandparents. One of my great-grandparents came from a family of 15 kids. And so the first like 3 had middle names, and then after that, they didn't have middle names, so my great-grandpa didn't have a middle name. And then my other side of the family, on my dad's side, my great-grandpa had an older brother. They were born in the 1800s. And his older brother was born on George Washington's birthday. So his first name was George, his middle name was Washington, and then my maiden name was his last name. And then when my grandpa came about, he was born on Abraham Lincoln's birthday in the 1800s. And so they decided to name him, instead of Abraham Lincoln, they named him Lincoln Abraham. So yeah. So then my grandpa got his first name as his middle name. So my grandpa was a Leroy Lincoln. And then my dad took my grandpa's middle name as, or first name as his middle name. And then my dad didn't have any. And so then when my sister had a son, she named him with the middle name and kept that tradition. So yeah. I get that. You guys, you don't have to talk to me about sharing kids' names on social media. We do not share Buttercup's name unless I accidentally say it. Which I've been known to actually do when I'm not supposed to. Whoa. Let's see if this one will go back in there. Haha. Cool. So do you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Yep, go ahead, Elizabeth, ask your question. This is question night, chat night, so you can ask away. It is going to start at 7 p.m. Central. So that would be 8 o'clock your time, Carmen. And I will have between 90 and 100 different items. So like approximately 10 items for the for making the earrings with the Heshy beads, or you can use any other bead if you would like. And then there will be between 80 and 90 Heshy beads. So, how I price my jewelry is that I have been in business long enough that I know for my jewelry how much it costs per item when I do in-person sales, to be able to say, okay, this amount goes to each item. So, you know, I look at my cost of, you know, if you're doing an in-person show, you got your gas going there, your time that you have setting up, your time staring down, your time there, your time for making it, all of that in the price of what you're going to do, of the items that you've got in there. Some people have not been in business long enough to know all of those numbers. And so they will go with a formula to get there, to cover their expenses. And you can adjust at any point in time. So, and I've done, when we've done tutorial night, I have gone through all of that and went through all of the items that I go through. And I actually have it sitting here from when we do it. Things that you got to think about that, you know, you'll have for expenses are like your insurance. And yep. And so, yes, you got that. You can do something like that if you want. You know, like I have my insurance policy for the business. I have, the vehicles that we drive to take it to the post office, since I do mostly online now and not do in-person shows. But I also had a vehicle that I would do for when I did in-person shows and keep track of that mileage. You can look at what your expenses are for your house because of having the business. Any advertising that you do, you know, if you go to an accountant and they do your tax prep for you, or if you end up having people for payroll or any of that expense, if you do overnight shows, you've got the hotel and your meals. And if you're going to take pictures, like for the website, you're going to need a camera. It can be your phone, you know, you have that, but you also will have a phone because you're going to be out on the internet on your phone and that type of stuff. You can do your internet, your website costs if you have a website, your transaction cost. So when I do in-person shows, most of my transactions actually pay in cash and not pay with the debit card or a credit card. But you know, when we're on the web, every transaction is done through that and everyone has a fee. You have your supplies if you're going to package it in any way, shape, or form, whether it be in person or for when you're mailing it. And then I have apps that help minimize the amount of work I have to do for my website or posting to social medias and that type of stuff. And so there's a fee for some of those. Not all of them have a fee. And if you're shipping, there's the shipping cost. You have how much it took for your components to make your item and your time. So when you add up all of that per item, and it's hard to get all those numbers until you've done it for a while, then that's what you do. Else, I have seen people talk about that, like, let's say an item costs $5 to make. I'm just making a hypothetical number. Some people will charge X amount times that $5 for it. So everybody has a different way of factoring it. But what you're talking about with the flowers, that would probably work too. I'm going to do some cabs next Friday or next Tuesday night. I'm not going to do the whole show cabs. Okay? I'm probably going to continue on like we have been, where I have cabs and donuts, about 5 in each of the shows on Tuesday nights. If everybody's good with that. Yep. So that's when the next cab will be, is Tuesday night. And that one will be at our normal 8 p.m. Central. The only reason why I'm starting earlier on Friday night is it's cabochons on Tuesday night. Bead caps will be Saturday on Zulie's Live. I'll have a few bead caps there. Yep. Yep. And you need to make sure that you're including your time in that. And you guys, I will say I am loving that I have, okay. I am really loving having the wholesaler that I use, one of the wholesalers I use, when they go in and count my items and put them in the baggies for me instead of me doing this here. I didn't have them do these. I didn't even think about it from this aspect, and I'm like, I should have. So it's a whole new world for me, but it is saving me so much time that I can get items to you guys quicker. Miss Joya, what are you looking for in bead caps? Are you looking for the big ones? Okay. It is a little bit extra, but ultimately, what I would have done in my time is being offset. And I don't know how else to say that, because it takes time for me to do it. But so, so yes, it costs for me, but then I'm able to, if I would have not done that, the sale that I am having on Friday night would not have come to fruition. I literally had them do, I would say 95% of them. I actually forgot to have them do one out of all of them that I bought. And 2 of them, they did them in a different way than I wanted them to. But, okay. And so when they, so I had Ryan repack, I just had Ryan put them into bags for me. So yeah, so he helped me out. So I made him banana bread. I'm paying him in banana bread. He's been, I made banana. Yep, Ryan fixed it all up for me and got it all done. But it was funny because he's like, I made banana bread on Monday. Let me think. Yeah, Monday. Or was it Sunday? Holy buckets, I can't remember. This is chat night tonight. We do all kinds of things here on YouTube and TikTok. I'm live on 2 social medias. So we are having a chat night about small businesses and jewelry making. And then we have on YouTube, I go live twice a week with Chit Chat Night and then twice a week with tutorials. On YouTube, or not YouTube, I'm sorry, on TikTok, I go live 6 days a week with 7 different lives. So you've got lives that we do bead sales on Tuesday nights, jewelry sales Friday afternoon, and then I do another sale on Friday nights, and it goes to beads or jewelry. This Friday night will be beads. So if you are someone that lives in the United States and likes to make jewelry and would like to buy beads, you can join me over on TikTok on CarolJo's LLC. And we'll have a bead sale at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. And I'm laughing because someone over here, I was talking earlier, my husband helped me get some stuff ready for Friday night's bead sale, and I paid him in banana bread. And someone else over here is saying, I want to be paid in Dr. Pepper. So yeah. So did you go, Jade, and get Dr. Pepper after not having it for 24 hours? Which I don't know how in the world you ever did that. I could not go 24 hours right now without my Dr. Pepper. And you would think the week of Super Bowl that Pop would be on sale. Yeah, nope. We were at the grocery store earlier today. My Pop was not on sale. Oh boy. So, okay, I'm going to go back to Elizabeth's question for a second, and I want to ask you guys, do any of you guys have a formula for how you do to calculate how much you should charge for your items? Those of you that have it as a business? Holy buckets. I went to a Meijer when I was in Kentucky. I'd never been to one before. Oh no. See, and cans of pop here are really, really expensive in South Dakota compared to bottles. And I already had drank bottles, so it wasn't a big deal for me to have the bottles. So yeah, it was a nice one. I thought it was. It was like, it was a large store, so it was like, okay, where do you start? It's just like going into a super Walmart for the first time. You just are like, okay, this is big. Are you going to go live sometime soon, Miss Rose? Hi, Juliana. Julianne, not Anna. Sorry. Okay. So how many more do you need? Thank you. Because did you know they changed the number now? Yeah, it's 800 to go live. Yeah, and when you go with the 800, I think you only need 6 more. Okay, if anybody here is not following Rose on TikTok, let's get her to there. Can you guys follow her? Please, please. And the thing is that you're going to want over. Oh, just, all right. Thank you, Chris. And the reason being is, you want to be over because if you go under it, they take it away. So did you get to your 800 then while we've been live? Please, please. I'm hoping for you. Okay, thank you. And the reason being is that they really will let you not go live if you had 800 and you fall below it. And your numbers always go like this. So you always want to have a little bit of a cushion when you go live on TikTok. 3 more. She's getting close. I know on YouTube, I just had to ask to be to go live, and then YouTube has to approve it. And they only allow so many people on my live at a time when you're first starting out. There we go. God, I'm so excited for you. Nope, you won't. You will not lose them. Okay, so how you get them, Karen, is multiple ways. Like here, you know, we can promote here over on TikTok, having people follow people if you want to get live, like when you're on mine, because we're trying to get people live. I don't mind doing that. You can do videos and put them out there, and you will get a few lives off of your videos. The way that I grew the fastest to get to my live was I followed some grow hosts. So some of the grow hosts, I'm going to give you some of their names. Hold on just a second. Let me get out of this account and go to my other account. I just cannot go to their lives. Let me just see. We've got There was one that I worked with a lot, but she is not, her health deteriorated, so she is not going live right now. There is I'm seeing if any of them are live right now at the top here. There is Sunflower, and I cannot remember the rest of Sunflower. She's on at like, she is on at like 7 to 10, which would, she's Eastern though, so it would be like 8 to 11, I think it is, in the morning. There is Kimberly Stylist, and she usually goes on at evenings. Like after I get off, she's usually getting on, but she'll go live at different times throughout the day. There is somebody from Minnesota that if you follow her, she'll go live sporadically during the day. So yeah, so that is how you do it. And I was gonna say, the lady that I ended up doing a lot of mine, it was a husband and wife, and they were an awesome couple doing it. But she ended up having issues with breathing, and so she has not been on. So that is the one. A bald guy. I don't know if he was, I can't think if he was bald, because he usually had a hat on. Okay, so for website. All right, night. Website. This was my thoughts on a website. Yeah, there are lots of them out there, and if I see one, if there's a group of you that wants to know about it, I can just do that and send you to a grow host, and you have to like for them to do it back. So you're going to get people that you probably wouldn't normally get. That's part of the grow host part, but it's how you get there. Okay. So I can pass some of that on to you guys too. But for website, I originally had a website through GoDaddy. Very simple on GoDaddy. GoDaddy was extremely simple, but it didn't have everything I wanted. I have over 1,000 products out on my website. I needed something that was robust to be able to do different categories, do the e-commerce, and that type of thing. And I couldn't find a plan on GoDaddy that I was okay with the price of for what I wanted. I looked at, it was a W. It wasn't Weebly. Let me go look. I'm going to go Google. Let me see if I can get it here. I looked at Wix. That's who I did. I looked at Wix and tried setting it up. It was extremely difficult for me to do Wix. I looked at BigCommerce, and the price of that was just too much. I looked at Squarespace. It was expensive for what I needed, and I didn't like their templates. There's another one out there called WooCommerce. I have never looked at them, but they're out there. And I looked at Shopify. So those were the ones. I actually had GoDaddy. I did a free thing with Wix for a while, and I did Shopify. Shopify is a little bit harder to utilize than like GoDaddy. And it took me 6 weeks to set up my website. So literally, and when I mean that, I'm a planner. I will tell you guys, I am a planner. I'm analytical. So what I would suggest to do on a website, go to a website and figure out what menu you like. Don't look at the pictures. Don't look at the prettiness of it. Honestly, look at how you want to set it up. Hi, Judy. Decide what do you want at the top for your menu. What bars do you want there? Also, so like on mine, I have my home page, I have the shopping, and I think I have a couple other things. There are some things that you have to put at the top because it's regulatory in certain places, which the templates help you with. They give you a template when you're doing a website. So no matter what, mine's a template. It is not something I completely designed. But then look at how you can scroll up in a website. Go all the way to the bottom and see what you see down there and what you like and don't like. So think about all of that stuff before you even go and find a website. The reason why I'm saying that is if I would have done that ahead of time, my time to set up my website would have been a little bit less from the time that I purchased Shopify. And you usually get your first month free with Shopify. I think it is, or it's a discount, type thing. But, oh yeah, I'm looking at it right now. You get 3 months for $1. I just pulled it up and I saw that. So you want to get your website set up and ready to go live in that time when it is discounted. And having some of that work done ahead of time about thinking about it will help you get there quicker. So like for me, you have like the frequently asked questions. What are some questions that you want people that you, as of when you go live? Oh, we got the goal, so we can do that. What are you going to do for your frequently asked questions? You can add to it, but you need something there to begin with is what I feel. You need to have different things down there. What forms of payment will you want to take? That type of thing. So have some of those decisions made and then purchase your the template that you want and go and start putting it in there. It's not always user friendly. Sometimes there's frustration. YouTube was actually my friend a lot when I was doing my website. You can pretty much find everything you need when you go to do your website out on YouTube for Shopify anyways. Yes, thank you, Joya, for telling Judy that. Go ahead and put a number between 51 and 100. And right now, I don't have anybody over on YouTube on the live, so I won't have to look for it there. But go ahead, everybody, and put that in there. And then someone, thank you for the roses. Thank you, thank you. But that's how you can, I did it. And if I would have done it a little bit different and had that stuff thought out in the beginning, I would have been able to go live in less than a month, I think. Okay. We have one person so far. I'm going to wait till we get a second one possibly, just in case. Chris did it again. Oh, we got 2. All right. We're going to... Thank you for the heart me. Judy, you are the winner. And then Nirvana came in second. It was 78. So Judy, you get to pick here. I have this necklace, which this necklace is one of them that is a paint pour, or not a paint pour, it is a nail polish necklace. Yes, it was made with nail polish. Or you can do bead soup. Your choice. Let me know in the chat which one you would like. See, it's the crackle nail polish and a nail polish is how I made that one. bead soup. All right. Got it for ya. Thank you, ma'am. Yes, you did. You did. So, I was going to say, we're at 9 my time. So, it's time for me to run. I'm going to go do some stuff with Ryan before we go to bed here and get a couple of things ready for Friday night. He and I are going to work. And I hope everybody has a great night. We will be back tomorrow night where we are going to make bracelets out of polymer clay. Oh, I'm so glad, Judy, you won. See, there's a reason for it. So, yahoo, you did it. I hope everybody can join me 8 o'clock tonight. And, or not tonight, tomorrow night, 8 o'clock tomorrow night for the polymer clay Heshi bead bracelets. 8 p.m. Central is when it is, Karen. Yep. Yes, you're welcome. I hope we get to see you go live soon. So thank you, everybody. Good night.